I got a question. Are our favorite peaches getting their walking papers? Let's talk about it. So, welcome back, beautiful people. It's your girl, Tammy. So, word on the street is that the ladies of RHOA are saying bye bye, or at least this current cast may not be returning for another season. So, in this video, I just want to kind of explore the idea of what a possible reboot might mean for RHOA. Now, before we discuss the future, we got to take a trip back down memory lane. Back down memory lane. The year was 1965. Nah, I'm just kidding, y'all. Anyway, I think it's important that we discuss sort of the origin of reality TV and how, RHOA became like this phenomenon. Since its introduction back in the early 90s, reality TV has become like an integral part of our modern entertainment. It's captured our attention like, everywhere in the world. We like the spectators of reality TV, and we love that it gives us this unique peek into the lives of everyday people and even surreal people as they deal with real life situations. Um, so, as this genre grew, so did the range of TV shows that we saw. And as the landscape of reality TV was growing, among this landscape emerged this a bunch of reality shows, and in pops the Real Housewives of Atlanta, or as we know it, RHOA. The show premiered in 2008. It was this groundbreaking series that quickly became a must-see TV on Sunday night in the reality genre. The girls were iconic. RHOA not only introduced us to a dynamic group of women navigating their lives in Atlanta and on the social scene, but it also ushered in a new era of unscripted entertainment. And RHOA really was unique in its own way. It was the first installment of the Real Housewives franchise that was set in a predominantly African American city, Atlanta, Georgia. The show really broke barriers and it gave voice to diverse stories that had long been underrepresented on reality television. These women really did pave the way. We loved it and we were drawn to the authenticity, the genuine connections, and the meaningful family moments of all of the women. We love Nene and Kim's crazy connection. We love Sheree's evolution from a divorcee to an empowered single mom. We loved Phaedra's navigating her world with Apollo and their kids and all the misdeeds. Candy expanding her family and her empire. And Kenya growing a discovery of who she was and becoming a mom and a wife for the first time, Portia gaining independence and a voice of her own, Lisa navigating having a baby and being married to an NFL player. I could go on and on about the different stories that took over our lives multiple Sundays, year after year. The point is that we got hooked on this show. But despite the Real Housewives of Atlanta continuing to be a cultural phenomenon with a very strong online presence and an extremely dedicated fan base, now in its 15th season on Bravo, why is this show that once captivated reality audiences with its fun mix of sassy friendships and shady rivalries and honest conversations struggling to stay afloat? So the question is, could it be the cast or the current production team that has the ratings in the mud? My personal answer, both of them. Here's the deal. Reality TV, by its very essence, thrives on novelty and unpredictability. Audiences are drawn to fresh storylines, evolving dynamics within the group, and real and raw emotions. However, as a reality show gains popularity and as it runs on for multiple seasons, it encounters a very difficult and hard uphill battle, the challenge of keeping its viewers engaged with new content. And the fresh content part can really be a struggle. Let's be honest, there's so many girls' trips, baby showers, divorce parties, weddings, second weddings, new business openings, shopping trips, and cafe lunches, arguments with spilling water that we can watch and see it from the same group week after week before we get a bit tired. And let's be clear, the Bravo folks know this, which is why over the years they've attempted to infuse different women into the cast. With each new girl or friend to the show or temporary peach holder, a whole new layer of narratives and aspirations and fresh conflicts emerge. But most times we only are given a season with this person or maybe two, and these ladies are gone with the wind. And the problem with these quick change ups is we're never given enough time for their personalities to fully grow on us. We never get to see what some of these girls thrive and serve us with more shady moments and eclectic storylines before they're gone. Unfortunately, they exit stage left, and once again, we are left with the same players. So now, in its 15th season, going on to the 16th season, does RHOA need a refresh? In my humble opinion, yes. And number one, let's fire that current production team. They really just honestly have our girls down bad. It's giving Zeus Network. The production on this season has been horrific. And to be honest, the last one wasn't that great either. I mean, the horrible reaching storylines, the constant fights and dragged out narratives, it is becoming too much. There's vileness, some violence, just lying throughout season after season. And we've always had a little bit of fibbing, but this one has just been horrible. They really are trying to turn our once glamorous and shady housewives into this auntie version of baddies. Now, I hate to say it because I know many of us have faves on this show, but a real serious reboot would mean that we would have to say farewell to our girls. One of the current challenges that RHOA faces right now is the reality risk of being predictable and stagnant. As a result, we end up with these overreaching storylines that go on for too many episodes and thirsty fans that end up as peach holders. While familiarity can be comforting, it can really breed boredom. The characters and the narratives remain static year after year. Shows like this have to evolve. New girls can bring life to a deadening situation. To me, there is no better demonstrated example than in the current reboot of Roni or Real Housewives of New York, for those who are not familiar. This is where the brilliance of a recast is fully on display. The new Roni cast is a reminder that when we are given fresh and vibrant personalities, we can build a new love for the Housewives franchise. It exemplifies the benefits of injecting new energy into a long running show, and it shows that by introducing new faces, the show can tap into a wellspring of untold stories and unique pathways, and we can get to love a new generation of women. And here's the deal: the heart of RHOA's longevity lies in its ability to stay fresh, exciting, and relevant. This new injection of a new cast doesn't mean that we are pro change without any sense of what we've been used to. It really just moves us along in the storyline and it excites us for something to eagerly anticipate. We as viewers crave the unexpected and we yearn to witness how fresh personalities will navigate the established dynamics of the show. We want to see new girls on new trips and new situations at unique restaurants, at new openings. We want to see new businesses emerge. We want to see freshness. We still want to see fabulous baby showers and over the top weddings. We want to see new kids born and watch them blossoming. We want to see new friendships emerge and sisterhoods form. We still want the dramatic conflicts and their messy resolutions. But more importantly, we want to make sure that whatever production staff, whatever cast, they maintain the heart of the show. Whatever this reboot looks like, it has to have some acknowledgement of the art of balance. The core elements that made Real Housewives of Atlanta a household name should not be discarded. They simply should be rolled into this new season. It's all about preserving the essence that viewers have come to love while embracing the needed change for the show to move forward. In a world where attention spans are short and choices are vast, this idea of a reboot isn't and should never just be looked at as simply a strategy. It is a necessity. Lastly, let's recognize the hard, tough choices and the courage it takes to reinvent a long-running show. An RHOA reboot demonstrates that while the core essence remains, the infusion of new characters inject a spark that will hopefully get a lot of us rehooked and engaged on the show. This show's longevity is not just a result of its history, but also its ability to evolve with the times. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. This is just to answer one of my followers who asked me this previously about who would be my ideal cast if there wasn't a reboot and he decided to bring back OGs, outstanding all of the other issues that are going on right now with RHOA and Bravo as a whole. And so this is my ideal cast. As always, y'all, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next one.